Welcome to this slow and steady Vinyasa class, mostly working with strength today. A few poses are held just slightly longer than I usually hold them. That might not be very long for you. We start seated, so if you've got a block or a cushion, use it so you're comfy. If you don't like using it, don't. Sit cross-legged, get comfy. If you're happy to close your eyes, then do. If you don't like closing your eyes, set them on something still in front of you and don't let them drift around. Just bring your awareness to your body and how you're feeling in this moment, wherever you're practicing. We're going to start with a little bit of neck movements. Gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just let it be heavy here. The left side of the neck gets a nice stretch. Bring your head up through center and then drop left ear towards left shoulder. Try and let the head feel as heavy as it can here to get the stretch into the side of the neck. Come up through center, and then we're going to turn our face over the right shoulder, just turning the neck. Hold your head in position here so you can feel the muscles in the neck working. Come through center and turn the face over the left shoulder. Turn the face forwards again, and then gently drop the chin towards the chest. Let your head hang heavy. Take a slightly deeper breath in and feel the stretch, hopefully, in the upper back and the back of the neck. Bring the head up through center and draw little circles with the nose. Imagine you're drawing around like a little tennis ball or golf ball. And then go in the opposite direction. And then releasing that. Next, inhale, arms reach up to the sky, long stretch. Exhale, seated twist to the left side. Let your hands and arms come down. Maybe one will rest on the thigh and one might reach the ground behind you. Just hold the twist here. Let your breath keep moving. Use an inhale to come back up through center, and exhale, twist to the right side. Let the arms come down. Stay tall through your spine in your twist. And keep your head tall as well so it doesn't drop down. Inhale, come up through center. We'll exhale the right hand down to the ground, left hand reaches up and over for a side bend. Take yourself into a side bend, almost like you're trying to show your left ribs up to the sky. And come up through center with an inhale, and on the exhale, just take that left hand down, right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, come up through center. Interlace the fingers above you and scoop the air in front of you. So the zigzag of the fingers will be facing your face. Keep breathing and just find that nice stretch across the back of the shoulders. And then take your hands down to the ground and press them forwards. You can take yourself into the lowest position you can find. Just let yourself go over the legs if it's comfy. If it's not comfy on the knee joints or the ankles, don't do it. Just don't do it. Find a higher setting where you don't hurt the joints. There's not supposed to be any pain in yoga. Come on up, uncross your legs and find your way onto table. Stack your joints, wrists right beneath the shoulders, knees right beneath the hips. Inhale for cow pose, drop your tummy, look forwards. Exhale for cat, rounding the upper back like a Halloween cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. So it's just those 2 breaths. Move with your own speed, so you don't rush your breath. Move with your breath. And see how much you can wake up your spine with these 2 simple postures, cat, cow. And find a neutral spine. And turn the head to look over the left shoulder and take your left knee back a pace and your right hand back a pace. And then look over your left shoulder and draw the left knee towards the chest. Keep it pressing upwards, get your tummy working, and then release it down. Release both hands to the mat, even. Turn to look over your right shoulder, set your right knee back a pace, your left hand back a pace, and then look and lift up that right knee and try and draw that right thigh towards your chest. And you'll feel your tummy working down the side of the tummy. And releasing it. Take the hands forwards a good pace, and then take some big hip circles. Take the hips off to the left side, down to the left heel, over to the right heel, and up the right side. Just imagine you're drawing a really big circle with your hips. And then start going in the other direction. So just draw a circle in the opposite way. Just looking for some mobility. And then find yourself into an extended child's pose. The arms reach in front of you. Let your hips sink back to the heels. And stretching across your back, lower back, upper back. Press the fingertips in, raise the hands so they're tented. Arms feel active. Maybe your shoulders feel active. Release your hands and then come to sit on your heels in tucked toes. Thunderbolt. Gently roll your shoulders. Nice circles, a little bit of ease, just a little bit of subtlety, mobility. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to your left side, arms to a T, and then come up to kneeling. Nice strong hold through the tummy, let your breath keep going. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, sit back on the heels, hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, twist to the right side, arms to a T. And then push yourself up to kneeling. Hold the twist, let your core do the work. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, take them to the mat and walk them forwards and find your way into your first downward dog. You can pedal your legs as much as you like. Let your head hang heavy, waggle the head a bit so it loosens the neck for you. Do whatever you need to do your sort of nice joint warm up, leg warm up. Gently drift through to a plank pose and try and hold it firm. Try not to lock up your elbow joints. Put a little bend in them, micro bend. Strengthen the arm. Drop the knees, drop the shoulders and the chin for Ashtangasana. And on an inhale, go through for low cobra. Try and keep those elbows moving towards one another and up to the sky. Strong back, just warm up the mid back. The muscles there, you can feel them starting to work. And then release it and head back to downward dog. And just gently warming things up a little, loosening up. You can still pedal your legs, it's fine. Inhale, right leg's going to lift up nice and high. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest and plant the foot for low lunge. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, arms reach, nice and tall. Keep your left toes tucked. On an exhale, twist to the right side, arms to a T. And then turn it into prayer twist, perhaps placing the back of the left arm on the right thigh. On your next inhale, see if you can lift that left knee so you come into basically high lunge legs. And if you want to lift your right arm up to the sky, do. And see if you can resist leaning into the left arm. Drop the knee, inhale, come up through center with the torso. Exhale, frame the front foot, head back to downward dog. Use your next inhale to drift through to plank pose. Exhale the knees down, squeeze the arm muscles, slowly lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, inhale for a high cobra. Exhale, head back to downward dog. And stretching back here, just find your space in the backs of the legs and the shoulders and the back. Inhale, left leg lifts nice and high. On the exhale, draw the thigh towards the chest, plant the foot. Inhale, low lunge, keep your right toes tucked under. On the exhale, twist to the left side, arms to a T. And then let's turn that into a prayer twist. Bring the palms together, maybe plant the back of the right arm on the thigh. See how much control you've got over this lift. Lift that right knee away from the ground. And then you could open up, sending that left arm up to the sky. And see how much you can get away from the front thigh with that strong core. Drop the knee, inhale, come up through center. Exhale, hands pressed to the mat, head back to downward dog. Inhale through for plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga and inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Steady breathing, just see how it's flowing, if that made you feel really warm. Or if it made things just heat up a bit, see how it's going. Head back to Malasana at the back of the mat. So take your toes, face them out, sink the hips down. Steady breathing. Plant the hands, raise the hips and fold into Uttanasana. Let yourself hang here. If you want to do dangle pose, put the hands in the nooks of the elbows and let your shoulders loosen through the joints. Let your back be loose. And then gently come on up slowly to stand. We're going to walk through the feet. Sounds silly, but plant your heel and then roll through the outside of the foot. And then put the pinky down and try and play the piano to the big toe. Do the left foot and then the right until we're going to get to the front of the mat. Just try and bring all your sensory awareness to the soles of the feet, how they feel as they press in. I get up to the front of the mat pretty quick. And then it carries on. So when you're at the top of the mat, feet plant firmly. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forwards into a fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, flat spine. Exhale, fold again. Soften the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach nice and high. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forwards. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up again. Exhale, hands to heart. It's kind of the start of a nice flow, but just gentle. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forwards. Inhale, halfway, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach, nice and tall. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forwards. Inhale, halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the hands, head back to plank pose. Squeeze the arm muscles down through chaturanga. Inhaling for upward dog. Exhaling for downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forwards for warrior one. Inhale, bring your torso up and your arms up, reaching up. And just find your stance here. That front knee's over the front ankle. Back heel is down. And then straighten the front leg for pyramid legs. Feet don't change, just the legs. On your exhale, hinge from your hips, head forwards with long torso and long arms. Steady yourself here. This is kind of intense. You're going to gaze down at that big left toe. Drop the left hand down. And take revolved triangle, which I always call revolved pyramid, but yeah, it's revolved triangle. Take your right arm up to the sky, twisting to the right side. Bend your right knee, come up through center for warrior one again. Exhale, flow down through a vinyasa if you feel like it, will go to downward dog. Just listen to how you're feeling. You don't have to take every vinyasa that's available in any class. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forwards for warrior one. Inhale, add your arms and come on up. Nice and tall through the torso, up through the hands. Check you're feeling the footing is accurate for you to carry you through the next pose. We're just going to straighten the front knee for pyramid. It's going to be on an exhale that you hinge from just the hip point. Hinge from there. Go long through your chest and long through your arms and just stabilize yourself over that front leg, nice and strong. This is so intense. This is hard for me. You're doing well. Drop the right hand down. Take revolved triangle, twisting to your left side and the left hand up. I should say that it's totally normal to have a block under that right hand. I would have been good for a block on this side. I just didn't get one organized. Inhale, come up through center for warrior one. Exhale, flow down and take a vinyasa if you feel like it. Exhaling through chaturanga, inhaling through upward dog, exhaling for downward dog. And we'll just chill in downward dog for a bit. Just really stretch back, let your breath get back to a steady rhythm. All close. And then we're going to inhale through for plank pose. Drop the knees, drop the shoulders and the chin for Ashtangasana. Inhale for low cobra. And then lower yourself out of low cobra. Send your right arm forwards and press it onto the ground. Roll onto your left side. Plant the left hand. Rolling onto your right side. That's my bad. Plant your left hand. And your left leg's going to raise about a football width above the bottom leg. Send your left leg behind you a bit, the right leg in front, and lift them both. So it will feel like the hips are pressing into the ground. Your legs are raised, and your core is going to feel it down the left strip. Get my left and rights mixed up a bit for you, but just hold that pose. You could hold it for longer if you want. You can hit pause on these videos and come back to them. Come out of it, roll onto your tummy, and then we're going to turn onto our left side down, right side up. Left arm is in front, plant your right hand, raise the right leg, send it behind you just a bit, and the left leg goes in front, and then lift them. And so you feel like you're in a bit of a banana pose, lifting away from the ground. Nice strong core. And then gently releasing that one, rolling through onto your front. Press your hands in by your ribs and come up for a nice upward dog. Nice strong pose as you can. And head back to downward dog. We're going to walk to the front of the mat. Drag out the stretch so you can stretch the backs of the legs. And pedal the knees here. Keep the heels down. Just bend one knee and then the other. You'll feel it in the hips in the sciatic area, even if you don't get sciatica. Just kind of think we're really limbering up, really getting nice and stretchy. And slowly come all the way up to standing, however you like. All right. Soft Tadasana at the front of the mat. Just see how we're breathing, see how we're going. I love these little pauses. They help me, definitely. Inhale, arms reach nice and tall. Exhale for chair pose, Utkatasana. Get as low as you feel like it. But send those arms up high if you can today. If you can get them extended, strong through the shoulders, you'll feel those muscles reaching across your back to support you. The weight tends to sink into the heels in chair pose. That's okay. It's normal. Just don't go too far back. Exhale, fold. We're going to straighten the right knee in our fold. Bend the left knee. Twist to the right side. Take the right hand up to the sky. Come through center. Straighten the left knee. Bend the right. And take the left hand up to the sky. It's just a really lovely, comfy twist. Come through center. Both hands plant. Inhale all the way up. Arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Press the hands in, elbows are wide. Shift the weight into the left foot. Raise the right knee in front of you. Open it out to the side for tree pose. Use your hand to put it on the leg if you need to. That's fine. Hands at prayer, and then raise them up. The best trick really is push the sole of the right foot into the standing leg and push that standing leg back into the sole of the right foot. They're engaged. The legs, if they're wet noodles, it's really hard to stay up in any balance. There has to be engagement, and let it follow all the way up through the back and into the hands even. Bring your hands back through center. Turn the knee forwards, and we're going to go for hand to toe. Right hand to right big toe, left hand onto the left hip, and try and extend that right leg in front of you. Knee doesn't have to straighten. Just fix your gaze on something really steady and release it, and slowly lower it back down to the mat. Use your gaze when you're doing your balances. Fix your drishti on something solid. Inhale, arms reach, nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Raise the left knee. And then we're going to open the leg to the side on the left and find tree pose on this side. The minute it lands, press the sole of the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot. Bring the arms up tall, like in a full canopy. Fix your gaze on something steady. Bring your hands back to center and turn the knee forwards. Put the right hand on the hip and take the left hand to the left big toe and extend the leg, and see if you can find hand to toe pose on this side. And gently releasing that pose down. And we'll put the hands on the hips and we'll draw big circles with the hips here. Do anything you need to release your glutes or your hip joints after doing that, and go in the opposite direction if you're doing the big hip circles now. And then bring the feet back right under the hip sockets. Inhale, arms reach nice and tall. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forwards. Inhale, halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the hands, head back to plank pose. And we're holding it, so I'm going to try and hold it as steady as I can without fidgeting. And drag yourself back to downward dog, high hips. Inhale, right leg lifts nice and high. Bend the knee and try and turn the front of the hips to the right side of the room, really opening up the hip joint. Nice lovely stretch. And then draw your hips level, draw the knee forwards for warrior two. Come on up for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Always take a glance at your footing. Ideally, it's heel to arch alignment. I completely forgot what it was. Next exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale for warrior two. Reach forwards and exhale into side angle. On this one, don't collapse onto that right arm. We're going to work with some strength. Let's extend the right hand in front of you as if you're holding a tray of drinks. Gaze can be up at the top hand or it can be straight ahead. Just see how you're doing. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Exhale, frame the front foot. Take a Vinyasa if you like. These aren't musts. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts nice and high. And bend the knee. And really feel like you're trying to show the front of that left hip flexor to the left side of your room. You end up feeling like you're twisting through the torso, right? It's a lovely stretch. And then bring the hips level and plant the foot for Warrior Two. Be steady as you come up, nice and powerful. Check your alignment with your footing. Next exhale, drop the right hand down, left hand back and over for Reverse Warrior. Use your inhale for Warrior Two. And then reach forwards and exhale for side angle, and resist that need to sort of lean into that bottom arm, extend it forwards in front of you so you're holding something. You're so strong through the torso. Let the breath just help you stay in it. And then when you next inhale, come up, Warrior Two. Exhale, take a Vinyasa, but if you're really pounding and you're not interested, go to Downward Dog. I don't think Vinyasa should be punishment. No one cares. Don't do it to yourself. Just chill out. It's horrible to see people pushing themselves when there's no need. There's nothing needed. Gentle and steady kind of wins the race with yoga, I think. There's no winning anyway, is there? So anyway, take your knees down to the mat, and I'm going for a super wide leg child's pose, Balasana, and I'm slightly turning it into what I know as stroppy toddler pose, where you take the knees wide and you let your arms sort of lie either on your back or out to the side. It's the kind of pose that a toddler takes when they've thrown themselves on the floor when they're tantruming. It's a nice pose. Do what you like with a wide leg child's pose. And bring your hands back down to press into the mat to bring yourself upright. Press into the hands enough to get weight off the legs so you can put the knees under you for table pose. Line up a neat table. And then take your hands forwards and come into plank pose. Plant the right hand down, spin to the left side for side plank. The gaze can be up at the top hand, or it can be straight ahead. Try and draw that top left hip forwards a bit, so you're really stacked. Come through center, switch sides, plant the left hand down, or twist to the right side. Raise the right hand and check your gaze where it's best to go. Straight ahead or up at the arm, up at the hand. And then come back through center. Inhale for plank, drop the knees, stay long through the torso. Slowly lower to the mat. And relax your shoulders, relax your body, relax your legs. Relax your glutes. These relaxing bits are the best bits. They're my favorite bits. And bring the head through center. And plant the chin. We're going to bring the hands close to the chin, hands stacked on top of one another, so you might have to lift your head a bit. And we're going to play just with locust. Keep your legs down and the tops of the feet down on the ground. Strong legs though. Inhale, bring the torso upright and take the arms out to cactus, and then take them behind you, palms face one another for locust, and bring them back to cactus. Just stay lifted, and then take the hands back to locust where the palms face one another near the hips, and then bring them back to cactus. And then press them down and relax a cheek down, relax your torso, relax your ribs. It's easy to end up holding the breath in locust. You need to keep it going. Always let it flow a bit. Press the hands in and move to table pose. We're going to set up for thread the needle. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Have a nice twist here. And then on an exhale, let's send it through the gap on the left side for thread the needle, and plant the right shoulder, maybe the right side of the head. I'm going to stretch the left leg back, that's optional. The left arm, lifts up to the sky and goes behind the lower back, maybe for a lower back bind. It might even find the top of the right thigh. If you feel balanced, you could try and lift that left leg up to the sky as long as it's in line with the hip. But if it feels funny or if something feels off, just lower it down and come out of it. There's lots of variations in thread the needle, so just always just stick to whatever works for you, or if you feel adventurous, try something new, but you've always got to be cautious because you're probably practicing at home alone. So come back through table. And, there's no one to supervise and say, you're doing that wrong. So that's why you've got to be pretty cautious. Sweep the left hand up and then thread the needle. Gently lower yourself down. Feel steady and don't roll onto this so that the neck hurts. That's one thing I see people doing a lot. Go for a lower back bind with the right arm. If you feel steady, go ahead and lift that right leg a little bit if you fancy. But if you can feel yourself dumping loads of weight into the neck, that's really not on. It has to be a bit of shoulder and a bit of head, but you kind of want to be balanced enough that there isn't weight flooding into that area. The leg lift is a balance. Gently come up, back through center. Take the hands from your table position, take the hands over to the left side of the mat and sink the hips to the right heel. Diagonal child's pose. Let your head relax, neck relax, so it's heavy. Have a nice diagonal stretch across the back and the shoulder. And come up through center. Drag the right hand to the right side of the mat. Left might stack on top. Drag the hips over to the left heel. And get as sunk down as you can get. Inhale, come up through center. Bring the legs in front of you for butterfly pose. I'm putting my hands behind me on this one. That's just a variation. If you want to put your hands on your feet, go ahead. But be as long as you can through your spine. I like to push the outside edges of my feet together where they meet. Try and open up the feet like a bit of a book. See how that feels? Steady breathing. Nice even pattern. And gently releasing that. Come down to the forearms behind you and windshield wiper the legs. Put the feet on the edges of the mat so you've got a bit of space, and just take the knees to one side and then the other so you can just get some nice rhythmic movement through the pelvis and the hips. And I love the feeling of the top of the femur rolling over the glutes in this. So maybe that's a nice massage for you. Maybe that feels good. And then a bit of core, I'm afraid. So I'm staying on my elbows with this one. And then I am just bending one leg down and all the way up. And then at the knee and one leg down. Just see what I'm doing. It's just playful. I'm basically just holding a nice core position and messing around with the legs. The knee movement is to keep me occupied, but it's also quite nice to extend those muscles and flex them so that the core has something else to do. All the connections down by the hips, and then lengthen the legs up to the sky and just move toes, move ankles a little. See how it all feels, see how long you can hold all of this stuff for. Come down to your back and relax your core. Soles of feet on the mat, bent knees. And just let the back relax a little bit. Let yourself relax here in this position. And then press the palms onto the thighs, bend the knees, and the feet are off the ground. And then push the hands into the thighs and move your legs like you're drawing a thigh towards the chest and then pushing it away. Thigh to the chest and then pushing it away. It's like pedaling or bicycling whilst you're on your back. Just keep a bit of pressure between the hand and the thigh and you'll start to feel your core doing the work. You might start feeling a bit of warmth in there. Relax them. Hands can be on the knees. Just let the tummy relax. And then we're going to cross left leg over right and take the knees off to the right side for a supine twist. Arms can be in cactus pose. Steady breathing, let the tummy relax in the twist. Let your shoulders relax, let them get nice and heavy. And bring the knees up through center, uncross the legs, and cross the right one over the left, and gently take the knees down to the left side. And once they're heavily in position, and tune into your shoulders and get them to relax, and get your tummy to relax. And gently bring the knees up through center. And maybe a happy baby would be really nice, or drawing the knees to the chest. See what your lower back and your hips feel like. You can rock left to right in happy baby. Make any sort of final adjustments that you would need to make to feel comfortable. And when you're ready to settle down and release everything into Shavasana, try and stretch your legs away from you and your arms away from your core so you can really feel some space. I'm going to leave you with a little quote from the Chandogya Upanishad. As large as this ether is, so large is that ether within the heart. There you go. Enjoy your Shavasana. Do you know what I think that Upanishad means? I think it means that the heart is incredibly expansive. There's limitlessness to it. And that's a nice feeling, not to get shut off to things. Doesn't mean you have to love everyone. Starting to bring some movement back to your fingers and your toes, bending the knees, and gently turning onto your right hand side. And press the hands in and come all the way up, just seated. Bring the palms together and rub them and feel the texture and a little bit of heat. Taking them to forehead for clear and loving thoughts, mouth for clear and loving communication, heart center to share this with all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. Have a very good rest of the day.